No, you're never gonna lie to me. Your mouth moves, but you never speak, and nobody can fuck with me. So get up or get out. I know you're scared of catastrophe, paranoid when you feel the heat. We'll start a riot, 1, 2, 3. So get up or get out. You feel the interruption, I feel the fire burn inside of me. Kill the corruption, so holding on. This is war, it's annihilation. Hell's in the air, it's hard to breathe. Still I'm on the hatred, so holding on. In the trenches, stuck, we've gone too far. Are you ready to die? This is when every step you take is do or die. When every breath you take is filled with lies, and you can't deny. You're feeling like you're paralyzed, so it's time to settle the score. This is war.
It is showtime, ladies and gentlemen, and you already know what that means. Welcome to another action-packed episode of Friday Night Smackdown. We are coming to you live from East Lansing, Michigan. And I am your voice, as always, Third Strike Entertainment. Do not forget to like, comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel because we have an action-packed night lined up for you, and it's going to get ready to kick things off with action in our women's division here on the Blue Brand. We got Io Shirai making her debut here on Smackdown, and she's getting ready to go one-on-one with Ruby Riott. We've already seen Ruby Riott already making her debut months ago on the Blue Brand. Right now, Ruby Riott remains undefeated, but Io Shirai, they don't call her the genius of the sky for nothing. Io Shirai, once she gets going, once them gears start firing, once they start moving, Io Shirai is dangerous in the ring. Io Shirai takes flight, and she's not scared to be a daredevil. So it's going to be safe to say that Ruby Riott is going to have to watch out for that, ladies and gentlemen, because if Io Shirai starts firing on all cylinders here, Ruby Riott could be in very, very bad trouble, to say the least. But Ruby Riott is no slouch herself, as you see coming down to the ring. That punk rock persona that she brings, an aggressive demeanor in the way that she walks, the way that she talks. Ruby Riott, it's safe to say that Punk is not dead when she takes the stage. And one thing to watch out for with Ruby Riott is that Riott kick. It's almost like a time bomb waiting to happen. If she connects with that, we talk about how Io Shirai could change the pace of this match in an instant with her high flying and her daredevil abilities. But let's talk about if that Riott kick gets hit here tonight. If Ruby Riott hits that Riott kick, it could be curtain call for Io Shirai. Either way, we got a tough match underway in the women's division. And here we go, the bell is rung. Both women just looking at each other for a moment, stepping out of their corners. And a nice little tie-up right here. I would have thought that maybe Io Shirai would have tried to push the pace quick early on at the beginning of this match. But no, look, it's Ruby Riott taking control with that tie-up. And now Riott getting countered out. Now it's Io Shirai. But no, look, Ruby Riott quick to counter out herself. And now the headlock applied. Ruby Riott trying to crank down, trying to cut off that air supply. Good, smart strategy right there if you want to stop Io Shirai from moving quick. And now Io Shirai, nice counter right there from Riott. Nice forearm. And another forearm. Io Shirai eats it. The mouth is in trouble right now, as Ruby Riott is just right there checking her with every forearm she can. And now in the corners, Io Shirai, bad position. Ruby Riott, strike after strike, putting Io Shirai down. Shirai trying to get to her feet, but Ruby Riott staying aggressive. Look at the aggressiveness right here of Riott as she comes off the ropes. And Riott with a shining wizard to Io Shirai. I'm sure this is not how Shirai had imagined this going here tonight, as now Riott with the advantage already early on in this match. Like she's got the ring control, and coming off the ropes again is Ruby Riott going low, and Ruby Riott spiking her down with a Hurricane Rana. Cover right here. Ruby Riott going for an early cover. Lazy pin though, and Io Shirai gets a kick out. Like I said, a little bit of a lazy pin, but even if she would have had that leg hooked, I really don't think that it would have did it for Riott. Don't get me wrong, that was a vicious spike to the mat. The cranium of Io Shirai definitely hit its mark. But now Ruby Riott coming off, and right there, a boot to the side of the face. Riott holding back nothing here tonight. And now what's Ruby thinking? Ruby's got both legs and a stomp to the gut of Io. The stomach is not meant to be stomped on like that, as Riott is telling Io to get back to her feet. And Io a little bit groggy here as she stands. And Ruby Riott going to grab her up, but no, Io with a nice counter of her own. And now it's Io changing the tide. As she just tripped Ruby Riott down, Riott met a face first of canvas right there. Nice elbow, forearm right there from Io. It turns Riott around, and now Io's got her hooked up. What's Io thinking here? Nice suplex right there. Belly to back variation right there from Io Shirai. You gotta wonder, the Genius of the Sky really not in her element right here as she drives the knees down. Maybe starting to get comfortable though. That was a nice little handstand into driving the knees down right there onto the stomach of Ruby Riott, and you know that's gotta hurt. Them strikes too coming right at it as Io Shirai is serving up a dish right here. Shirai has Riott into the corner. Now what's Io thinking? Io pushing her off and rolling out. And here goes Io Shirai slamming her down with a German suplex, hooking the pin with the bridge. And no, Ruby Riott kicks out. Riott may be in trouble now, as now Io Shirai checking her with them feet. Io really starting to come into her own as she's going to the corner now. Look at Io, split leg, and oh my God, Io Shirai showing why she is the Genius of the Sky as she just landed that picture perfect. And now Ruby Riott may be in trouble as she's in the corner. Bad position, bad situation right here as Io goes up, and Io just tossing her around. The Genius of the Sky has come alive here tonight in Michigan. Ruby is hurt. Ruby already worn down as Io is now starting to find her element here in this opening bout. Hurricane Rana right there. Lifting Riott back to her feet. Nice block right there by Riott. The strike finds its mark, and there we go, another forearm. Trying to stagger Io, and she does. Io's back facing Ruby, and Ruby's got her locked up. Half Nelson, wait, no. Looking like a counter right here from Io. Io countering it back, and now it's Io with the headlock. Beautiful back-to-back counters from both women right there. And now this match has changed pace once again. It looked like Io was getting ready to pick up the pace, but just as she did, that counter from Riott threw her back off her game. Even though Io is in the driver's seat, she has not found the game that she wants to play, if that makes sense. And now it's Riott sending Io into the ropes. Right there. Nice spike DDT, spiking Io right on the head. Io in serious trouble as she's now leaned against the ropes. And now what's Riott thinking here? Pulling her from the ropes. And looking like a belly to back, but no, Io counters out of it. Ruby Riott rolling outside the ring, trying to get a breather right here as Io is now fired up. Io hyped, and here comes Io, the Genius of the Sky, and oh my God, landing it picture perfect. Io Shirai just amazing, the athletic ability and the way that she soars through the sky. And look, again, oh my God. You want to talk about hype? You want to talk about somebody being a daredevil? It's that woman right there, Io Shirai. And now this match is all Io. Nice forearm right there, landing, finding its mark, and right there with a German suplex. Nice, beautiful bridge. Look at the positioning. Pinfall right here. And Ruby Riott manages to kick out, but I do not know how that happened. After the onslaught, the wave of aerial attacks, Ruby Riott still manages to kick out. That shows you the resiliency of Riott here tonight, as now Riott finding another counter. Beautiful counter right there, should I say. And now Ruby rolling her. And right there, nice schoolboy kick. And now Riott trying to feel it. Trying to get back some momentum that she lost, as she was in the driver's seat until that aerial assault. Nice forearm finds its mark. EO into the corner. And now Ruby Riott, what's she thinking? Looking for good positioning here. Putting her to the middle rope. Nice kick to the shin. And oh my God, double boot stomp right there from Ruby Riott. And now Ruby going for the pin right here. Pinfall attempt. A little bit of a lazy cover like I said before. Kick out right there from EO. And Ruby Riott can't believe it, but I can. What the? Oh. That sinister laugh again. This is what happened when Mia Yim went missing, and oh my, both women laid out. And look at the ring. Asuka really not feeling that. What are you waiting for? Well, we know what went on with this. As the puppet laid down a challenge and said that if you want Mia Yim back, you'll accept at Halloween Havoc. And now Asuka, what's Asuka doing? Both women laid out in the ring, and Big Show confronting her. Asuka's saying that she's going to go out there and she's going to handle it. She's calling the puppet out face to face. Big Show trying to take a hold of his show here tonight. I mean, yeah, like, two women just got laid out in the middle of what was a great match. Like, of course, grab your show by the reins. Like, take control. So we're going to get Asuka and the puppet at Halloween Havoc. The Big Show has made his decision. Telling Asuka to go back to the locker room. He's going to handle everything. And this guy can't be serious. You can't be serious. The $1 Million Man trying to con his way out of Cesaro and Keith Lee having a match at Halloween Havoc. Trying to say that Keith Lee and Cesaro would not be a big money match. I highly disagree. Come on, man. Laying it on really thick. And it's denied by the Big Show. You're damn right, Big Show. Stand your ground, man. Take back control of your show. This is your show. You're the general manager. Take back control. And oh my God. Putting Cesaro in a match right here. Right now, telling him get his ring gear ready. Okay. And next week, a tag team #1 contenders match for the $1 Million Revival's tag titles? Okay. Okay, Big Show strong arm in this roster tonight. And there's Andrade. Remember, he attacked EC3 last week. Oh, man. Big Show is playing no games here tonight. As he's on a warpath, he's out for blood with this roster. He will have order. Damn, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this match was not scheduled, but it is now. We got the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne getting set to go one-on-one with the self-proclaimed crown jewel of the $1 Million Corporation, of Money Inc., the Swiss Cyborg, the Swiss Superman, the backstabber, the traitor, the man who turned on Sheamus months ago to help the $1 Million Revival win the tag titles in their tag team matchup. Cesaro and Pete Dunne right here, right now. I tell you what, take all of my money. All of it. Pete Dunne is no joke. He will bite your fingers. He will knock you out. He will knock some teeth out of your mouth if he gets the chance. But Cesaro is as tough as they come. It was Cesaro getting rid of Sheamus. Cesaro and Sheamus having their one-on-one match at SummerSlam Miami. The loser left, and it was Sheamus losing to Cesaro in a street fight. But we're not here to talk about the old news, because the new news is Big Show is on a warpath, and we got one hell of an announcement from it. Well, multiple announcements from it. We got Asuka versus the Puppet, whoever that may be, for the Women's Championship at Halloween Havoc. We got this match right here. We got the Usos versus TM61 in a #1 contenders match for the tag titles next week. And here tonight in the main event, it's going to be a television championship match, which we always have them, but I think this is Andrade's biggest test to date as the television champion puts his title on the line against some thick competition. And when I say thick, I am not making an overstatement. When I say thick, I mean the man himself, Bronson Reed, debuting in a television championship match. But now let's focus back on what is going on out here at ringside, because you got Cesaro coming down with his manager, the $1 Million Man, who tried to plead his case, who tried to say that Cesaro and Keith Lee should not happen at Halloween Havoc. Well, you reap what you sow, because Cesaro and Ted DiBiase orchestrated this. It was Ted DiBiase who said that Cesaro and Keith Lee should not fight last week, that they should fight at Halloween Havoc. You put your foot in your mouth, and for that, you must eat them damn toes. Not to be freaky. As Cesaro looks out at this crowd, it's safe to say that he is not well liked here in the WWE Universe, especially here in Michigan. But either way, we got one hell of a match getting ready to get underway as Cesaro checks them ropes. And ladies and gentlemen, this match is about to happen right now. Cesaro right there, quick to counter off, fighting off Pete Dunne, and right there, huge European uppercut. I tell you what, this man says he's an uppercut above, and we're going to see if he has what it takes to get it done tonight. Blocked off right there. And now it's Pete Dunne going to work. Sending Cesaro into the corner. Pete Dunne following out and leveling him down with a forearm. And like I said, when it comes down to it, Pete Dunne, he will bite your damn fingers. Pete Dunne will break your fingers. He will bite your fingers. You want to talk about dirty tactics? But the fans, they love it. And right there, Kimura locked in. You would think that maybe Pete Dunne would drop down, but no, and that may have been his downfall right there. Cesaro blocked it off, and now Cesaro with a nice stiff European uppercut, rocking Pete Dunne, and another one rocks him, sends him right into the corner, and now Cesaro just hammering away with them strikes right in the corner. Pete Dunne in a bad position. Stumbling out of the corner, a little bit groggy right here, and Cesaro wastes no time, hooking him up, spinning him around, and slamming him down right there. Cesaro showing his power early on in this match, but I think that would be a disadvantage if Cesaro uses all his power early on as Pete Dunne kicks out. If Cesaro uses all of his power early on, that may not be a good idea, but you do know Cesaro can go for days. And as you can see that message right there in the ring, what are you waiting for? Obviously, that was a message from the Puppet, who abducted Mia Yim. Nice snap suplex right there from Cesaro. And we still have yet to see Mia Yim. But I tell you what, the match was accepted. Asuka and the Puppet at Halloween Havoc. And now it's Pete Dunne with the fingers again. lifting Cesaro up, spinning him around. And right there, just driving Cesaro down to the mat. And Pete Dunne's not done as he drives that elbow and knee down into the arm of Cesaro. And now look at Pete Dunne. Once again, that smash mouth, in-your-face style of fighting that the Bruiserweight can bring. That British strong style that we are known to see from wrestlers who have come into this company throughout the years now. This is a future style that we've just grown accustomed to seeing over the past few years here in the WWE. And now Dunne lifting Cesaro back to his feet. Nice forearm right there. Like I said, smash mouth in your face. Lock up right there by Dunne. And now Dunne, nice scoop slam right there. Cesaro, his back, taking the impact of that scoop slam. And now Pete Dunne driving the boot down into the face of Cesaro, not giving him no breathing room. As Ted DiBiase watches on, his crown jewel may be in trouble here. Locking up that arm again, and now here we go, Pete Dunne working on that limb. Is he going to go for them fingers again? No, he goes for the wrist and the arm, snapping it back. Dunne lifting Cesaro back to his feet. Right now, Dunne is in control. I'll tell you what, he's 100 miles and running right now as he goes for that suplex, lifting him up and stalling for a minute, but slamming him down. As small as he is, the strength of Pete Dunne is parallel to none. Cesaro looking like he's in serious trouble right now. As now Pete Dunne fires that forearm, and Cesaro catches him off. Nice right there with the fireman's carry. Dunne goes into the ropes now as Cesaro may be looking to catch up. And Dunne's down. Nice back body drop right there. Cesaro lifts him back to his feet. And now, what's he doing here? Oh my God, did you see that forearm just connecting to the side of the face? As Pete Dunne is hurt now. But he manages somehow, some way to stand as Cesaro took the time to taunt. And now it's Cesaro hooking him up. Nice snap suplex right there from Cesaro. Cesaro's starting to get the wheels turning. He's starting to roll the ball. Let's see where it goes here. And it leads Pete Dunne into the corner. But no, Pete Dunne managing to fight out, putting Cesaro in the corner himself. And now Cesaro's got no hope right there. As Pete Dunne, once again working on the arm, targeting the limbs. Cesaro fighting back again right there. Nice toss. And now it's Cesaro. He's got him hooked up with that straight jacket underneath. You know what this is. Slamming him down with the powerbomb. Vintage Cesaro right there on display. Cover right here. Cesaro looking for the pin. A little bit too early, I think, but no. Almost. Pete Dunne almost not able to answer the 3 count. Driving that knee down into the face of Pete Dunne. As Cesaro is now starting to work this match. He's starting to dictate the pace. He's starting to become a ring general. As you know, right there, one of them trademarks of Cesaro, the gut-wrench suplex on display right here in Michigan. And this crowd really not feeling it. They're really telling Cesaro how they feel about it. And once again, we're going to see it again. Gut-wrench. We got another one as he's hooking up, maybe going for the second one. 2 gut wrenches. And then Cesaro keeps it held. We're going to see the trifecta. Trifecta of gut wrenches. Back first down onto the canvas for Pete Dunne. And now Cesaro rolling him onto his back and looking for the pin. Nice tight pin right here, leg hook. Looking for the money right here. And he might, no. Pete Dunne kicks out. Cesaro thought that was money. I'll tell you what, them gut-wrench suplexes are no joke. As now Dunne finding himself in a bad spot as he's in the corner. Cesaro almost with that pinfall off the trio. The trifecta of gut wrenches, but now Pete Dunne managing to fight back into this match. As Cesaro's in the corner, and right there, nice kick. As Cesaro stumbles out of the corner, he can barely see, he can barely stand. Pete Dunne slowing down the pace a little bit. As now what's Pete Dunne thinking here? Pete Dunne's got the arm again. You gotta love what Pete Dunne is doing here. Pete Dunne, he found a system and it seemed to be working a little bit. He's targeting the limbs. Right there, Cesaro hit. And are we going to see it? Nice backbreaker right there from Dunne. Cesaro's back is hurt. And Dunne really calling for it. Maybe looking for that final nail, trying to dig deep. And what's Pete Dunne got here? Are we going to see it? X-Plex to Cesaro. As Pete Dunne, wasting no time, hooking the leg, pinfall attempt right here on Pete Dunne. This is it. Cesaro's not going to end. No, Cesaro kicks out. Pete Dunne cannot believe it. Cesaro managing to kick out. It was at the last possible second, but Cesaro hangs on just a little while longer. Nice counter right there from Swiss. And now Swiss with that European uppercut going back to what he knows. If it works, it works. And it seemed to just rock Pete Dunne out of his shoes right there. And Cesaro thinking, putting Pete Dunne on the middle rope. Nice suplex right there. I thought he was going to maybe hold it and maybe try and go for a second one. Is now the king of swing here in the building in Michigan. The big swing. And Pete Dunne is going for a ride. Pete Dunne is dizzy, I'm telling you that. And now Cesaro may be looking to put the nail in the coffin right here. What's he thinking? Dunne managing to stand up to his feet. And Dunne is in no man's land. Bad state right here for Dunne. Coming off the ropes. And Cesaro, death from above. The man who is an uppercut above. And Cesaro really looking for it now. You gotta think that Cesaro is looking for it. He's got it locked. The neutralizer. And this is what puts Sheamus on retirement. Or on the unemployment line, so to speak. As now, Pete Dunne may be out of it. Nail in the coffin right here. The final stake has been driven into the heart of Pete Dunne, and Cesaro manages to pick up a victory. But that is not without saying one hell of a fight Pete Dunne put him through. Well, the crown jewel, the self-proclaimed crown jewel of Money Inc., aka $1 Million Corporation, reigns supreme here tonight, even after an unexpected match made by the Big Show. One hell of a night we are witnessing right now here in East Lansing, Michigan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big show on the show, and it seems he will not miss here tonight, as he just scheduled another huge match for next week. Shelton Benjamin and Jason Jordan. As you know, Jason Jordan getting ready to have an Intercontinental Championship match against his former partner and friend Chad Gable at Halloween Havoc. It was Jason Jordan attacking his partner after their tag team match. He said he wanted to reunite American Alpha, but really there were sinister intentions involved, and it's safe to say he's one of the most disliked people here in the WWE Universe right now. But that is besides the point, because right now we have a big money match, and this could very well be the end of a big money series, because we have a best of 5 series going on right now with Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. But let's just look at the situation right now. Aleister Black is down 0-2. This is a do or die situation right now, and Aleister Black knows it. Aleister Black needs to regroup. He needs to get things together. I hope he has been studying tape. I hope he has been doing whatever he needs to do. I hope he has gathered his thoughts, regained his composure, because one false slip up right here, and you go 0-3 in a match against Johnny Gargano, meaning you got blown out. And that is humiliating to some people. You got to know that this is a thought weighing heavily on Aleister Black's mind, especially after suffering that devastating loss to The Fiend at SummerSlam. Remember, Aleister Black was television champion. Aleister Black was a good television champion. He defended his title against Bray Wyatt, and that was what provoked this inner entity of Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. We have not seen The Fiend ever since. But I'm sure that still lingers on the mind of Aleister Black as well. That right there, all that I have just mentioned to you, everything that we have just discussed, is enough to physically and mentally break a man. But Aleister Black is not any ordinary man. At least let's hope not. Either way, though, let's not discredit this man right here, Johnny Gargano, because Johnny Gargano is one hell of an athlete. Johnny Gargano, a former NXT champion, a former North American NXT champion, back in the days when NXT was a stronghold, back in the day when NXT was a spectacle, before this new era came, before everything switched up and now we now have 2 rosters. I got a little bit tongue-tied, but that's besides the point. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what is going to happen right now. The action is underway. A little bit of a stare down. Quick stare down, though, as they both tie up. It's Gargano into the ropes. A little bit of a stalemate, and so the ref breaks the hold. And now both men circling each other again. Very cautious is Aleister Black, like everything we had just discussed right now. The thought probably weighing heavily on his mind, and he's going to be a little bit more cautious in this match. He's not going to take as many risks, I don't think, at least, as Johnny Gargano is just cranking away, trying to cut off the supply, trying to cut off the oxygen with that headlock right there, trying to maybe weaken the air supply of Aleister Black. And now it's Black managing to fight up. What's Black doing here? He's got the wrist locked up. Nice little chain grapple right there as Aleister Black sends Johnny Gargano down. And now maybe Aleister Black could feel just a little bit more confident as he grabs Johnny Gargano and sends him into the ropes, bouncing back like a pool ball. Nice knee right there, finding its mark. As Aleister Black tries to grapple, but no, Johnny Gargano fighting out of it. Nice kick right there from Gargano, blocked off. It was denied, and now Gargano managing to strike. Fight after fight, strike after strike. This man is going. And now it's Aleister Black going back into the corner. He's coming out like a pool ball, and Johnny Gargano chips him down. Shades of what we had just seen with Io Shirai early on in the night. Johnny Gargano starting to come alive. This pace starting to quicken. Right there, nice block off by Aleister Black, managing to fend for himself right now. And now it's Aleister Black. He's got the arm hook. What's Black thinking right there? Nice targeting the limbs right here from Black. Nice technical idea, technical concept as Aleister Black trying to find his footing in this match early on. The knee to the gut, and it finds Gargano in a bad position, as now them kicks are probably stinging the chest of Gargano. Johnny down right in the corner, and that's not a good place to be, as Aleister Black makes him think about it, thinking twice. And now look at Aleister Black. The combo's coming alive right there. Nice knee, finding its mark, trying to knock teeth out of Johnny Gargano. Nice elbow, and there we go. Elbows and knees and kicks. They're all here. The gang is all here. Gargano trying to find some breathing room as he goes to that corner, but that wasn't a good idea, as now Aleister Black with them stomps coming off the ropes and a face wash for his troubles. Gargano in a bad state right now. As I said, it looks like Aleister Black is more focused and composed. Middle rope moonsault finds its mark. He got all that water. Nice kick out at one right there by Gargano. Nice knee to the back. As Johnny, right now, Aleister Black is putting on a clinic. You cannot deny that, but a nice block right there from Johnny Gargano may help him find his way. Nice elbow right there to the back of the head. Aleister Black up against the ropes. Not a good spot to be for Black. Coming off the ropes. Johnny Gargano, baseball slide under. Gargano coming up, and a nice Hurricane Rana sends Black down to the canvas. And this crowd loving what they're seeing right now. Beautiful exchange already from both men. It seems like each match has pushed the pace just a little bit more. And I hope that we do not get a shutout here, because I would like to see more as we see that nice schoolboy kick. And right there, Gargano, the forearms finding its mark and also finding Aleister Black in a bad position. Bad situation. What is Gargano going for here? Gargano locking him up in the ropes, and he's trying to crank back on that neck. The ref quickly breaking it up, which he should. Gargano following him out, and right through the ropes, right there. Nice shoulder block through the middle rope with a springboard. Pinfall right here, and Aleister Black may be out of it, but no, he kicks out. Gargano can't believe it. Gargano thought that he was going to clean sweep Aleister Black. Black manages to get back to his feet. Now Gargano, look at him. Look at Johnny coming alive. Roll under right there, and an enziguri. And now he's in the corner. Not where he wants to be, because you know what this means. Johnny Gargano setting him up. Lawn dart from Gargano. Aleister Black face first in turnbuckle at the middle. As now Gargano really feeling it here. Gargano could be getting ready to end this right now. It could be short work. Even though it was a great display that we've seen in the very beginning. And Aleister Black was doing everything he needed to do. The Gargano escape is now locked in, and Aleister Black is in serious trouble. This is not the way Aleister Black pictured this match going, especially when he's down 0-2. He may have no choice but to tap. He cannot reach that rope. Aleister trying to fight, but he can't reach the ropes, and it's locked in. It's locked in pretty damn tight. Aleister Black is in no position, but he fights out. Johnny Gargano standing back up from that. Now Aleister Black trying to fight in. And there we go. Aleister Black, Dragon Slayer locked in. Beautiful. Beautiful what I am just seeing right there. The Dragon Slayer dead center of the ring. Johnny Gargano may tap out. Aleister Black may get his first win of the series right here. Gargano cannot reach the ropes. Beautiful ring awareness from Aleister Black, if I do say so. It's Gargano swinging him out. And now Gargano right there with a nice forearm. Aleister Black ate it all. And now Johnny telling him, come on, get to your feet. Gargano sending him back into the ropes. And what's Gargano going for right there? Nice enziguri. Back and forth. This is what you love to see in these types of matches. Gargano right here. Face plant. Aleister Black once again meeting that turnbuckle. I'm telling you, buddy, we got to stop meeting like this. You're facing the turnbuckle. They got to stop having meetings. As Gargano is up to the top rope, Gargano set the fly double foot stomp, blocked out by Black as he rolls out of it in a black mass. damn it. Beautiful black mass right there from Aleister Black. Hook in the leg. Can he get the victory? I think he does. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Aleister Black now has a win in this series. Beautiful display right there. Beautiful resiliency. One hell of another match. Match after match, these men continue to impress. But Aleister Black's got to be happy with his performance here tonight, because he just saved himself from a clean sweep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Finn Balor once again falls to an RKO, this is the main event of the evening, and it is for the WWE Television Championship. We got some thick competition making his way to the ring, and this is the first time he's making his way to the ring. On SmackDown, we have the thick boy himself, Bronson Reed. I'm telling you, this right here is going to be a very crazy situation for Andrade. I would say right now that this is his biggest challenge to date. I mean, don't get me wrong, he has had some tough competition since becoming the television champion, but Bronson Reed is hungry, making his debut tonight. Winning the television championship could mark something big. That is one hell of a way to start your career here on SmackDown, to win the television championship. And Big Show knew what he was doing when he scheduled this match. Like I said, Big Show has not missed here tonight with everything that he has scheduled, with everything that he has denied, with him grabbing the reins and taking his company back, taking the blue brand back, because he is the general manager after all. He's not going to let people walk all over him anymore. He knows what he's doing, okay? He has found his mark on everything that he has hit. He is swinging for the fences here tonight. And I hope he continues to do so, because we could see some very interesting matches and some very interesting things lined up here in the near future. It's almost like Big Show needs to crack the whip, because we've had attacks backstage, we've had people getting abducted. Don't get me wrong, the red brand has its its share of things going on too. But it's like Big Show wants to maybe clean up the environment here on SmackDown. And he tends to be doing so, and this is one of the things that he's doing right now. He's making sure that maybe Andrade thinks before he acts now, because now Andrade is facing a different level of competition here tonight with Bronson Reed going toe-to-toe with this man. As you see that television championship around his waist, that may very well be the last time that it's around his waist. That attack on EC3, regardless of their bad blood, regardless of the words that they shared, regardless of whether EC3 was in the right or wrong, it does not matter. Both men were in the wrong because both men do not know how to conduct themselves backstage. Remember, it was EC3 coming to the blue brand and maybe trying to belittle Andrade at the expense of Zelina Vega, telling Zelina Vega that if she needed a real man to manage, that EC3 was now here on SmackDown. And that triggered Andrade. Not liking it, as you know, the valet expertise of Zelina Vega, the manager experience with them two, the combination is great. Either way, television championship match underway. Andrade will now have to think about his actions a little bit more clearly, because right now, like I said, Bronson Reed is probably thinking this would be one hell of a way to break into the business as a star. Both men looking across from one another. And as you can see, this is what it's all for right here. That television championship that Andrade is holding around his shoulder. He's got the death grip on it. And that death grip as he raises it as well. Still confident though, as he should be. Andrade is one hell of a performer. To not be confident would basically be saying that you lose the match already. And he is not going to fall victim to that. And the official handing the belt over to the timekeeper. This championship match is underway. Television championship on the line. Both men coming out just a little bit slow. Both men eyeing each other down. And now a little bit of a lockup from Andrade, but that was not a good idea, as Bronson Reed pushes him back. And he's telling him, come on, man. You really think that you could just lock up with me? Look at me. I'm thick. And now look at Andrade just firing them forearms. Nice block right there from Bronson Reed. Nice forearm of his own. And Andrade is rocked right now, as Bronson Reed is having his way with the television champion. Look at this. And slamming him back with a belly-to-back suplex right there, releasing it. And Bronson Reed is in control right now. Really feeling the hype. Leveling him down with a clothesline. Andrade is in serious trouble right now. Now lifting him up back to his feet. Andrade's got to find some common ground here. Otherwise, this is going to be an early night for Bronson Reed. As now Andrade getting dangerously close to that corner. And now stomp after stomp. The boots finding the ribs of the television champion. And Zelina Vega has no choice but to look on in horror outside the ring. Like I said, Big Show hitting his mark with everything here tonight. Nice suplex right there from Bronson Reed. And now what's Bronson Reed thinking here? Taking his time, savoring the moment is Bronson Reed as he lifts Andrade up. He's got the leg and he snaps it down. Working the leg, trying to take away the speed just in case Andrade does find himself in the driver's seat later on in this match. Very smart strategy right here from the debuting Bronson Reed. And there we go. Look at Andrade. Nice block. Kick after kick to the thigh of the big man. Now it's Andrade maybe trying to back Bronson into the corner. And look at them forearms finding their mark. Bronson, nice fight out right there. Nice boot. Nice way to keep this match in his favor. And now Andrade sent into the ropes. Nice duck under right there from Bronson. He caught Andrade over the shoulders. Nice Samoan drop right there from Bronson Reed. And now looking for that cover right here. Hooking the leg. Bronson Reed trying to make short work of the television champion right here, but no. Andrade hangs onto the belt just a little while longer. quite possibly could be a little while longer, because right now Bronson Reed is just tearing things up in this match. As you see that attire right there, symbolic of the late great Bam Bam Bigelow, the Beast from the East. As now Bronson telling Andrade to get to his feet, and now just slugging away at the forehead of El Idolo. Andrade down, Andrade looking worse for wear. Bad state right here for the television champion. And what's Bronson Reed thinking? Look at the strength of the big man as he slams Andrade down, back first onto the canvas. Like I said, trying to make short work of Andrade right now. And here we go off the ropes. Senton right there from Bronson Reed. All that weight crushing the ribs and the chest of Andrade. Pinfall right here, hooking the leg. This has got to be it. Andrade may be out of it. Andrade manages to kick out. I don't know how, and neither does Bronson Reed, but Andrade, his resiliency is on display right now. Nice knee right there. And Almas blocking that off right now. Nice drop kick right there, finding its mark right to the chest of Bronson Reed. Reed down on the mat for the first time. Well, not the first time, but, you know, looking vulnerable for the first time, should I say, as the Hurricane Rana sends him over. And he manages to crawl into the corner. And Andrade taking time to taunt, even though he was just getting dismantled. And, oh my God, a slap to the face. The disrespect coming from the television champion right now. And he continues the disrespect, the aggression right there. As Andrade is a little bit angry, I would say. Because, let's face it, Bronson Reed was running him through the ringer. And Andrade lifted Reed back to his feet. Or to a knee, should I say. I thought he might have tried to lift him to a standing position, but no. And now Andrade just firing a slap to the chest. And it found its mark, obviously. Now Bronson Reed just looking like a mere man at this point, as Andrade has found all gears turning in his momentum. Somehow, some way, managing to fight Bronson Reed and find a way back into this match. But that's what a good champion does. As Andrade now going out to the apron, and Almas flipping over the top rope right onto the stomach of Bronson Reed. And for the first time in this match, Bronson is looking very vulnerable. And now Andrade, as you can see, coming alive. Short-armed clotheslines to the Thicc boy. Like I said, Bronson looking very vulnerable. Andrade managing to fight back, and you can hear the reaction from this crowd as he shifted the momentum. So did the momentum from the audience. Leapfrog right there. And now Andrade going for it, but no. Nice counter right there. Bronson has the arm. Reed now looking to take over as he smashes the elbow across the back of the bicep. And now what do we got here? Locking it up. You can call it whatever you want. It's been called many names. The Coquina Clutch. Either way, whatever you want to call it, the real name is the rear naked choke. And that's what he's got applied right now. Andrade may have no choice but to tap out. It's either tap out or blackout when you're in a position like this. And the funny thing is, ironically enough, he is positioned over the "what are you waiting for" writing as Andrade fights out. Somehow, someway, the television champion clings on and fights out of the rear naked choke. And how in the hell did he just suplex that man? The television champion showing his strength, his inner strength, should I say, because that was a hell of a lot of weight to pick up. Now find himself in the corner, forearm after forearm. Bronson down, Andrade going to the top rope. High flying move here, flipped off, and right there it looked like he was not going to get it, but Andrade manages to reposition himself with the pinfall, and there we go. No, kick out. And now Andrade drop kick to the back of Bronson Reed. Lifting Bronson back to his feet. Nice knee right there, staggering the big man. And now a forearm staggering the big man. Fighting back is Andrade. Taking over now. And now Andrade has Bronson up against the ropes. What's he thinking here? I'm thinking we might be getting ready to see a big time move. Andrade throwing him out through the middle rope. And you know what usually comes next. I leave no joke about this as Andrade going for it. And no! Bronson Reed manages to push him away. Beautiful counter right there from Bronson Reed. Reed lifting Andrade back to his feet in no man's land out here. Referee at a 2 count. You do not want to get counted out in a championship match. Let's put that out there right now. And, oh my God, back first into the barricade. All that weight sandwiching you in between the weight and the barricade. Now what's Bronson Reed thinking here? Like I said, you do not want to count out victory. Over the shoulder. And oh my God, face first onto the steel steps. Referee dangerously close to that 10 count as Bronson Reed goes to the apron. And what's he thinking? No. No, he cannot. No. No. Thicc boy incoming. Elbow to the face of the television champion. And just saving that count. As now Andrade having a very hard time standing following that crash landing from the big man. He's got him up. Right there, nice gut buster. And another senton from the big man. Now what's Bronson thinking? He's going to fly high. Bronson Reed going for the big boy or the thick boy splash, should I say. But no, the knees connected. And now Andrade has a chance to get back into this thing. Maybe finish the match. Float over, neck breaker right there from Andrade. And now he's gearing up. Trademark right here. Are we going to see it? Cartwheel, Pele kick. Bronson Reed may be out cold following that Pele kick from the television champion. And now you know what comes next. Andrade looking for it. Spike in the head with a hammerlock DDT. Can Bronson Reed kick out of the DDT though? Andrade 2 count, 3 count, and Andrade wins. Retaining his television championship. Right now, Andrade's got to be feeling great. I mean, mentally, not physically, because he just went through a war. Let's face it, that man is not feeling great physically. But EC3 coming through the crowd. And now what's EC3 thinking? Andrade in there, savoring the moment, and EC3 blindsides him with the television championship. A little payback for last week, and I'm sure this is not what Big Show intended. As Andrade has just been leveled and, oh my, he's busted open. EC3 just drew first blood. And as Andrade stands, EC3 sealing the deal with a kiss. EC3 has just busted open a television champion with his own title. And what's he doing? EC3 walking away with the television championship. EC3 getting a measure of payback. Busting Andrade open with the title, and he's walking up the ramp with it. He's taking a television champion's championship. This is crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me. If you have not liked and subscribed, please do so now so you don't miss an episode. But ladies and gentlemen, we gotta wait. What? The hell? That's Mia Yim. What the hell?